This is Brother Barnes. Let's generate a balanced equation from words. In Lab 7, we take magnesium ribbon, we really put the heat to it, and the oxygen from the air combines with it to form a solid magnesium oxide. So I want to write a real equation, not just words, and let's balance it together. I'm going to just tell you some basic general rules for how to do this. I'm sure there's some exception somewhere, and what I'm telling you probably doesn't apply to every situation, but it applies to this equation. So let's talk about this equation. Magnesium, when we look it up on the periodic chart, is Mg, oxygen is O, and magnesium oxide is MgO. And by the way, I have some other videos on how to name formulas, and if you need to know how to do that, go back and look at some of my other videos with the cutouts. Those are kind of fun. I've also said please memorize your elements. That's another thing to do. This is the language of chemistry along with math. Elements in their natural state are neutral. Let's put a little neutral sign there. And oxygen is diatomic in its natural state. It's also neutral. Magnesium is in the same column as calcium, which is +2, +2. And oxygen is in the same column as sulfur over there. It's -2. So +2 and -2 make neutral. So each one of these formulas is neutral. Once we get each one neutral, we don't change any subscripts anymore. We just use coefficients, the numbers in the front, to balance the reactant quantities with the product quantities. Let's take a look at this and see what we can figure out. I see 1 mole of magnesium here and 1 over here. That's cool. And there are 2 moles of oxygen here. How many moles there, though? There's no subscript, so it's understood to be 1. There's no coefficient. It's 1. But we have 2 on this side, so we have to have 2 over here. So let's put a coefficient of 2 to get this to multiply through for our oxygen. But what do we do to the magnesium? We now have 2 moles of magnesium, so let's go over here to fix that. So we have 2 moles of magnesium, 2. We have 2 moles of oxygen and 2 moles of oxygen. This is a balanced equation from words. Buen trabajo. Good job.